Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. We'll run it now with Robinson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play on the second play from scrimmage.
Well, last night at our meeting, you said you thought that they would test the secondary early. But I don't know if you meant it on the second play of the game. I thought you meant as we get into it a little bit.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it, and you work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare. It is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run on first down. Hicks. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll try the left side. It's Hicks, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. James. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. James. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. This is taken at the 15. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ford, that got in there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Fielded at the 43. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now James. On first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Touchdown! Henry Ruggs, 49 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. To throw is James on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Oh, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Brown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Henderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darrell Henderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? On 1st down, Hicks. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Fighting him off. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, James. James has got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's James. On second down, Jacobs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On the return, it's James. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Raiders. Henry Ruggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that That one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. James, a final shot before break. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down,
Hicks.
and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 8.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson.
That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
James now. Off play action. He finds his man complete. That's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Odafe Oweh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
The excellent play last time has followed. A much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's James. Throwing on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there for the Raiders. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now James on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again. Here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here's James returning.
Nifty move. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. James to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run. Robinson. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Jackson now. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. To throw is James on 1st and 10.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down now, it's Hicks, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. James throwing on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hicks. And now a fumble. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown. It's complete. Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Complete. Valdez-Scantling. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. James now on first down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. James. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Looking to throw. James. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.